Greetings, beautiful people. It's your girl, Yo. I hope you guys are doing good. Let me see if I have the volume up. So, hey, it's been a minute. I'm thinking about maybe 9, 10 days since I've been on here. But listen, I know you. Some people are live and all that kind of jazz, but I'm gonna get in where I fit in. Let me adjust my little moo. Yeah, I'm at the house. I'm at the house chilling. I'm gonna give some people time to come in. And I realize that others are live right now, but like I said, I'm gonna get in where I fit in. Come on in. I'm gonna wait for y'all. Listen, on this, I had to fix me one of these shooters. Hey, Angie B, what's up, baby? Can you hear me? Let me know if the sound is up, or let me know if you can hear me, sweetheart. Thank you so much for coming. I missed you. I missed you. hmm We're gonna talk about some things today. We're gonna get into some meat and potatoes of stuff. Hey, Jenny, what's up, baby? I hope everything is well and you babies had a happy holiday season, right? It's still going on, it's still ongoing. Look, y'all see the title. Yeah, I'm gonna get into some stuff, right? We're gonna get into these dysfunctional families. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk. But I'm gonna give y'all a chance to step on in here. And can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me. All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I've been missing y'all. Listen, it's just been so much going on in the personal life. I mean, just doing everything and really enjoying family and friends, pretty much, right? Okay, but look, I was gonna try to wait till some people come in, but they gonna have to catch the replay because I'm kind of anxious to start talking about what's on my mind. So you guys know there's a whole lot of stuff going on YouTube, and it's pretty much about families being dysfunctional, right? And what I've noticed is, well, first I want to say this. I take no pleasure in watching family members in disarray, and having problems. That's not entertainment for me. I don't find it entertaining. It's unfortunate, but what I want to say is this: everybody have a dysfunctional families. Everybody. It's no perspective person. Everybody have dysfunction in their family. And here's another thing: if you are someone that takes joy, or you get laughter, or you get some type of thrill, or you're satisfied, or it just do something to your soul, you just have to see the next episode of who gonna cuss the other one out better, or which side is winning when it comes to family. Then that's pretty disturbing, because that makes me think that you are the disruptor in your dysfunctional family. Now, you may say, "Yo, how you know? You don't know that I got a you don't know my family is dysfunctional." Well, let's just look at this. Let's just look at what the definition is, right? And see, one thing about dysfunctional family, it's all colors. Everybody have a dysfunctional family in some shape, form, or fashion. Here's the definition of a dysfunctional family. It's family in which conflict, misbehavior, poor communication, neglect, or abuse on the part of individuals, sometimes the parents, and it occurs continuously. Okay, let me read it again. What is a dysfunctional family? A dysfunctional family is a family in which conflict, misbehavior, poor communication skills, neglect, or abuse on the part of an individual or individuals, because it's more than one person can show that ass in a family, right? Or a parent or parents, right? May occur continuously. That happens most often than not, right? So the title of this live stream is I Have a Dysfunctional Family, right? We all do, right? But I think the reason why so many people are fascinated by what's going on YouTube is because it becomes the so-called superstar. The person that said that they are regular, average Joe, that they come from the projects or in a poor area, they were in a cheese line, okay, told you and told everybody from day one when they came on here. I'm talking about Kwame. He said who he was when he first came on here. The reason why so many people are fascinated by what's going on is because in their mind somewhere they still see him as a superstar. They still see him as this big person that's bigger than they are, right? But the man told y'all he was an average nigga, right? Okay. So if you remember that, then what's going on here wouldn't be so fascinating. It's just that it's on display for the world to see. But also, if you look into your closet, into your household, into your family, you have had somebody that fought at a family reunion. You've had some people had arguments and in conflict, because that's a part of what the description is at funerals, at weddings, any type of family gathering. Somebody get all drunk up and show their ass, and act a fool in the family function. That's a dysfunctional family, right? So we all have dysfunctional families. Greetings to you, Kim. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate y'all coming in. Hey, CX. Yeah, we all have dysfunctional families. But if I'm just saying, if you get joy out of, because I've been kicking back, and if y'all notice, I'm not making any comments about nobody's family's issues, right? Let me tell you why. Because I know that I have a dysfunctional family. And I know if any one of you strangers or insiders or outsiders feed into what's going on over here, I know in the end, after we get through fussing, fighting, arguing, not speaking to each other for days, months, or however long it lasts, I know that this is still my family. I also know that if any one of you come near anything that I love, whether I'm mad at them or not, I'm going to turn on you. That's what families do. That's what families do. And people may say, well, no, all families don't act like that. Show me one. Show me one. In different nationalities, show me one group of family that you know of in this lifetime, your lifetime, that's never had uh poor judgment, misbehavior, poor communication, some type of a neglect or abuse of something like substances or whatever. Show me one. See, so we have become, I guess, I want to say, with all these labels, the family is not dysfunctional, it's functioning. It's different individuals that's in the family that at this season and time that choose to be dysfunctional. They may not always be the bad apple. It might just be that season that because they're going through something. And so they may want to lash out for whatever reason. It don't mean that the whole group of family or is all messed up. Everybody have a turn to show that ass in the family. Let's just put it like that. You got some people in the family that's peacemakers. Hey, Riders, thank y'all for coming in. You got some peacemakers in the family that try to make sure there's no conflict, right? So let me tell you why, and that's why I said I have a dysfunctional family. So let me tell you something that an example of what just happened most recently. You guys know that my first cousin, my male first cousin, and his sister, right? Okay, they were close. That's my father's sister, his oldest sister, two children, right? Okay, this son, the boy, my cousin, he passed away. Y'all remember that? I put it on here when he passed away. Okay, now this is what happened with that. My first cousin, the daughter, called me, told me, he passed away and everything like that. But we're not going to tell this uncle. I don't want to tell him because I don't like them. They have problems. They have conflict. They've been going through some things, right? So she didn't want that person to come to the funeral. But I'm cool with the uncle. Everybody else, that cool with the uncle. Well, what was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to pick up the phone and tell my uncle that my cousin died? His nephew passed away, and when we having the funeral and all that, you not invited? No, I said nothing. Nothing. I opened my mouth. Why? I respected her wishes, right? He didn't ask me, and I didn't tell. He didn't ask me. He didn't know he had passed or none of that, and I didn't tell. Quite a few of my family members knew and didn't say anything, right? So after the funeral, he finds out about it. He dialing numbers, and he wants to know from everybody that didn't tell him why they didn't tell him. What did I do? I ain't answer the phone. I'm not getting into that because the issue has nothing to do with me. It was her brother. It was her brother, right? That was supposed to bury him and all of that stuff, right? And she didn't want you to come. And if I was to say something, it could be problems at the funeral. You see what I'm saying? See, we have to understand this. Families gonna have conflict. And here's another thing: with that uncle that found out about it afterwards, he called my mother and he asked her, "Well, I didn't know he had passed away. Why you didn't tell me?" My mother simply said to him, "I didn't tell you because I thought she called you. The sister called you and told you." That was the end of that. And he said no more about it. See, and here's another thing y'all got to understand this too. When you have problems inside of the family, other family members can yeast things on, edge things on to make it worse, right? Because when you have a dog carrying a bone, they bring a bone, right? Sometimes with your opinions and your input, you can put more fuel on the fire to a situation. And then when you wind up doing that, what happens is you start getting into that family mess. Next thing you know, your name will be all in that stuff. So sometimes it's good to stay back and let family members work things out amongst themselves, whether they do or they don't. In time, they will. In time, they will. But getting back to this family thing, let me say this. I must say this. For any of you that's in conflict with family, you have to know that if you're not going to speak to them anymore, or if you're having problems with them and you dismiss them and not want, not talking to them or anything like that, just remember to be on a good note when you dismiss them or when you're not speaking to them. Because listen, when you're a family, you never know if you're gonna need somebody's kidney, organ, or nothing. Especially when you're first cousins, you don't know who hands you're gonna fall into, right? You really don't know who is gonna bury your ass. You don't know who's going to be. You may think that you got to set up for your family, your immediate family, like say you got your girlfriend or your husband or your wife or whatever, and you got your little children. You think your children gonna do it? Your children might be going on about their business. Anything could happen with their life. It'll take a turn for the worst, meaning doing what they want to do, and they don't want to be fooling with you when you get all old or when you get sick. They don't have no time for you. It may be a distant cousin or a close cousin that have to come and take care of you. You never know. You just never know, right? And here's another thing that I want to say that's really something to think about. I want you guys to think about this and think about it hard, long and hard. I find it, I find it kind of weird that you all that's in conflict with your family members can find peace on the outside of family with your co-workers. Y'all can coexist. Your so-called friends, y'all can coexist. Strangers, I mean, you can coexist with those people, even though you may not like them. You can be in the same room with them. But why is it so impossible to coexist with your family? The first things that you've seen or known, right? Right? And if it's brothers and sisters that's arguing, y'all pissed in the same bed. Why is it so hard to be able to find a happy medium between the two people that's or two or three people, whoever you're arguing with or who you have a conflict with? Why do we put on shows and stuff like that for strangers, right? Because we really know the real deal. And with all this stuff that's going on in this world right here, and there's more shit coming, just wait till the end of January, second week of February. Remember, your thoughts told you here first. You're gonna be looking for anybody and everybody you can, right? You never know who you're going to need. And people will say, yeah, sometimes my friend or, a stranger treat you better than family. That's what you think. That's what you think. That's what people tell you. That may have been your experience. But when it's come down to the nitty gritty, the do or die, it's family all day long. It's family all day long that's going to really look out for you, right? So we have to really be careful about uh, feeding into things that's going on in our own families. I ain't just talking about Kwame's family. I'm not just talking about that. I'm talking about our families, where you at right now. We have to be careful when family members try to pull you into stuff that's going on. If two family members or three family members not getting along, shut your mouth. Don't feed into it because it's going to backfire on you. And then it'll be more problems and troubles. Just stay out of that. Let them work things out. Have no opinion one way or the other. Right? Yeah. Hey, Mr. Keamy. Hey, Riders. Hey, everybody coming in. Let me just take a pause. Hey, Dr. Sebastian, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Thank y'all for coming. Hey, Miss Lethal and everybody. CX, Kim. Everybody, I appreciate y'all coming through. Yeah, I just wanted to pop in here because, you know, like I said, when I see stuff like this, it's unfortunate, but still, y'all know, I'm gonna tell y'all, I will, in my family, I will cuss somebody out in a heartbeat if they piss me off. I would. I would cuss them out in a heartbeat. It would, I mean, I would get them right together, right together, right? But it don't mean that I don't love them. It just means that they piss me off for that time. You know, and I allowed them to get underneath my skin or something like that, right? But they still family in the end, right? And so y'all need not to be showing off or doing extra stuff on here for other people or feeding into other people's stuff because I'm telling you, in the end, it's gonna wind up good. And I'm gonna tell you something else. What they're gonna do is remember the ones that had so much to say, and you'll be the main ones that they don't want you to talk to or be bothered with. Family is everything. Trust me, it really is. Okay, that's what I pretty much wanted to say to y'all. Now, y'all have any questions for me? I'm gonna drop the link and see if anybody want to chit chat. And listen, this again, this live stream ain't. It is not about telling you guys on here what's right, who's wrong in somebody's family issues, in Kwame and them family issues. I don't have nothing to do with that. I have no opinion one way or the other. But I'm telling you to in general, when it comes to you guys and y'all families and everybody that's really listening, family is going to be family at the end of the day. At the end of the day. And we don't, you don't, I don't, nobody need to be feeding into what's going on between these family members. They really don't because it's not our business. Although it's on the internet, it's still not your business. It's not my business, right? It's just not. And of course, everybody gonna have their opinion of what they think and all that kind of stuff like that. But why express it? Well, people gonna say, "Well, this is the internet, and this is what we do over here, and all that stuff like that." Yeah, but if you love it and you like it, and you get pleasure out of somebody's family, people going through problems, that's just like this. This is what it's like to me. This is what it's like to me. It's like somebody on like they arguing and stuff like that. It's like somebody just died. Somebody just died. That's what it's like to me. Somebody just died, and people don't know how to handle it, and so everybody's upset, and they don't know how to handle those emotions, right? See? Because when family argue, it's a slow death. When they argue with each other, it's really a slow death because you hurt feelings. And when feelings get hurt, people say all kinds of things. And then people start thinking, well, you wanted to say that all the time. It takes a longer time for you to get back together. You to mend fences and stuff like that. That's why it's important that you don't feed into stuff like that. Right? Don't say stuff that, old folks used to say, if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. See, these old people had a whole lot of sayings that make sense. And I told y'all about a dog that bring a bone, carry a bone. So if you got a family member you talking about that ain't got nothing to do with y'all issue, and you can go to the family member, try to clue them in there and stuff like that. If that family member need to be quiet and say, look, man, or look, woman, that's your problem. Y'all handle that. They don't need to add into that. Because again, it'll make it's just like a ball, a snowball, and just go out of control, right? When it really don't have to be. And don't y'all know that in any relationship, whether it's family, regular relationship between male and woman or whatever, in all relationships, oh sorry y'all, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but in all relationships, it comes a time. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn, when I get distracted, y'all, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. In all relationships, um, things pass because people have to grow. Everybody's not on the same level, not on the same level emotionally, spiritually, no kind of way, right? But yeah, and if you know your Bible, you'll know in the Bible you had brothers killing each other. You see what I'm saying? You had incest, you had all kinds of things going on. And so when it comes to dysfunctional families, it was a lot of dysfunctional families in this Bible that y'all go to church and y'all know about, right? So why would y'all think that it wouldn't be a dysfunctional family when it comes to a so-called superstar that say he ain't one, and that y'all look towards as being one, or idols, or y'all idols and stuff that y'all have on TV or whatever the case may be? No, people are people and things are things. And just like your family is fucked up, so is theirs. That's how it is, right? It's no big eyes and no little U's in this. It's just knowing how to handle it. And one way to handle it is to let it ride and let them do what they do and have no opinion about it or with no input about it, right? You know what I mean? To feed the fire or feed the flames. It's just simple as that. Because you wouldn't want that to happen in your family. And if you're a person that get joy out of that, then you, you are the person in your family that's a shit starter that like a lot of confusion. You are the person that's destroying your family. You are the destructor. You are the shit starter in the family. You the one. And everybody got one of those in that family, right? Everybody got one. Look, so happy New Year's, Miss Letha. Look, I'm gonna drop the link and see if anybody want to come and talk. If y'all don't, I can dig it. But I just want to pop on here and give my 2 cents worth about that. Basically, you know, tighten up, and don't be looking down on people because, like I said, everybody. You see, it's hard to be pointing fingers at somebody until you can reevaluate yourself and see what's going on with your shit. And chances are your shit just is fucked up. So I just say when I see stuff like that, be like, okay, cool. It is what it is. And then what does that have to do with me? Nothing. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna beat the blood out of nobody. You can fight, kick, do all you want to, but the blood's still running in those veins. Everybody got the same blood when it comes to family. That bloodline. So outsiders, yeah, wasting time getting into all of that because family gonna be family at the end of the day. Believe that. Okay. All right. So let me see if I'm gonna drop the link and see if y'all want to chit chat and talk. So what's been going on with y'all? Y'all been good? I'm gonna trip myself out. Oh, what I'm supposed to do with this? I'm supposed to do Control V, right? I forgot. No, I'm supposed to invite. Okay. So I hope y'all been having a good time. You know, your time with your days off and all that jiggle. You know, all that stuff that y'all be doing. You know, off from work and stuff like that. Okay, let me see if I can do that. Here you go. I dropped it. Yeah, so y'all good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Here you go. All right. All right, let's see. Let me see if I'm dropping. I don't even think I did it. Mr. Kimi, if you in there, drop that link for me, darling, please. And like I said, anybody can come up and chit chat. But again, hey, Nana Nee, what's going on, baby? Outsiders should never get involved with family business. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. They straight blood. They are blood. They shouldn't. Nah, ain't no need. Yeah, get in family business. Yep. They are. I don't. But you know what? Okay, it will work out. Yeah, it will work itself out. That's what I'm talking about. What's up? What's up, Monique? How you doing, baby? Yeah, it's gonna work itself out. Cause I told y'all, y'all was on me, y'all was with me. Hey Daryl, y'all was with me when I went to go pick my brother up that time, and I cussed him all. I put it on video. I cussed them all out to let y'all know. I won't hide nothing to let y'all know. You got people in the family that are alcoholics. People in the family that show that ass and just destruct the whole damn. It's upset the whole family, the whole the whole family. Everybody talk about them. They talk of the town. You got family members that selfish. You got family members that smoke that shit. You got family members that cheat. You got all kinds of shit in the family, and everybody have it. I don't give a damn who you are. Shit, I don't care who you are, right? So it's no surprise. Let's see what we got. Okay, sticks and stones, but oh yeah, sticks and stones, but words will never hurt me. True life, for real. For real. I'm just reading y'all comments. Oh, I'm supposed to be dropping the link too. Hold on. Okay, but I'm still reading y'all too. Yeah. But I just like I said, I just think it's unfortunate. But at the same time, sometimes you gotta cuss a nigga out. You got to do it. Oh, I did drop the link, y'all. I did drop it. So if anybody want to come up and just say hey if you want to or whatever, and I don't want to discuss what's going on with Kwame and them. I'm just saying in general because I don't want to talk about that as that being a topic of my shit. The topic is what's going on there did trigger this live stream. And the reason why I wanted to do this live stream is to say pretty much that everybody has the same shit going on or more in their own families. So we all have dysfunctional families. One family is not good, better than the other, just because you may be what do you call it, a celebrity, or because you may have a little change or whatever it is. No, people are people and things are things, right? That's it. That's what I want to say. And to tell y'all to stop throwing yeast in shit. Don't throw yeast in it. And the ones that's throwing yeast into this shit or have a whole lot of tip typety type and to egg on, those ones that's doing it, you are the disruptor in your family. You are the fucker upper in your family. Straight up. And yes, I said it. Because that's what it is. Been here long enough to know it. That's all I'm saying. You say I left my tribe. Let me put this up here, baby. Let me see what you said. I left a lot of members of my tribe alone. I know I'm ahead. Yeah, but that's sometimes you have to do that. Everybody can't go with you where you going, and they're not supposed to. But it don't mean that you don't love them. It don't mean you can't love your family members from afar. They still your family, right? And I've even been in a situation wherein I stopped talking to one of my family members, but I still check on them and everything. And when I found out that they low on something or something go down, I anonymously will pay their house note, will send money to them. I still look out, and they don't even know it, right? It's ways. You don't have to always be in conflict, right? But you can always gracefully back up or back, not keep shit going, right? You don't have to be the shit starter. Yeah, from afar. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna do it one more time, y'all, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get up off here because I know that other people are live and stuff like that. Y'all know how I do. I don't stay on this thing long, on this jigamabob long. Y'all know me. But I just wanted to come in and just kick that because it's easy to get caught up in somebody else's stuff. Because some people think it's like TV, like it's made for good TV or it's entertainment. But for me, it's not entertainment. It's unfortunate, but I know that they're gonna work things out because deep down, we all love our family members. We love them. We do love them. We might not like them, but it don't mean we wish no harm on them or for somebody to bother them and hurt them and all. We don't wish that on them. We really don't. We may want to knock that ass out and do all of that. But some of us have done that, have had physical fights in families. Shit happened. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time, y'all, and then I'm gonna get the hell on. Okay? Because I'm gonna kick back. I'm gonna kick back and look. And I'm gonna finish this sip on right here like this. Turn me some smooth jazz on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And relight my incense. Uh, get my sage and relight me some more candles. And go into the far part of the house with baby daddy and rear back. You know what I'm saying? And chill. Right? Okay. We straight scrap. What you said, Jenny? We straight scrap sometimes. But yep, that's right. For real, right? And see, here's another thing I want y'all to remember. For you all to have conflict with your family, remember this. See, these people on this internet, they won't with you in the family struggle. And I'm talking about all the family members that having problems, especially with sisters and brothers and stuff like that. Because when you sisters and brothers was laying in the same room, had to share the same room, pissing in the same bed, eating out the same pot that mom and dad fixed for y'all because of a little bit of food and shit. When the lights and stuff get cut off, y'all in the huddle and shit, trying to keep warm, going to bed in coats with socks and shit on, right? Trying to keep warm because there's not enough oil and stuff like that. When y'all children and stuff or preteens or whatever the case may be. When you become adults, don't get beside yourself. Remember when. Remember when? Because tomorrow not promised to none of us. And speaking of tomorrow, yeah, because these strangers don't know about the hustle and the struggle that you guys went through. They don't see all of it. They ain't see all of that. They only hear the words that's coming out of this person's mouth and the words coming out of that person's mouth. But the underlying, on the real tip, family was in the struggle. And that's why families are always going to have some type of tight bond, some kind of connection. And if they are not the ones that was in it, they got sisters and brothers and moms and stuff that was there and no win, and you don't heard them stories. So don't let nobody throw yeast into your shit. Just handle your business, and do what you have to do. Yeah, keep preaching, Miss Joseph. Thank you, Ryder. I'm just telling it like it is. I'm telling it like it is. When other people ain't in your struggle, and see, and other people don't care about you. Other people don't care about all these other folks out here. All these other folks, they don't care about you. They can pretend to care about you. Say, oh yeah, you this, you that, you this and that. Don't let them swear your head up. Yeah, and just another thing too, I want to talk about because I was gonna do another live stream about this, but since I'm in here, I'm gonna tie this right on in here. Okay, I was thinking about a lot of people. Ain't nobody gonna be here forever. Let's think about this. Ain't nobody gonna be here forever. So one day we all gonna die. But I want you to ask you all a question, and you don't even have to answer it out loud. But if you were to die today or tomorrow, God forbid, I wish that not on you. I wish you have a long, prosperous life. But if you were to go today or tomorrow, not what will people say about you? What would your children or children that you know that's in the family, what would they say about you? Because see, that's what matters. It don't matter about what the grown folks will say about you, but what would the children say about you? You know, what would they say about you? That's something to think about. And so, and I'm saying that to plant that in your head, so that when you live your life, know that the children are watching you. They're watching you, right? I was at my at my cousin's house, my first cousin, not the one I told you about, but another one on my mother's daughter's child. I was at her house day before yesterday. And let me tell y'all the story. Okay. Okay, that was always there. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, baby. Let me see. I remember I'm gonna read this. I don't know when me and my sibling. This should be going fast, y'all. Or when you and your sibling went through it. Yeah. Well, we don't, siblings gonna argue. I can listen. I can remember me and my sister when we were younger, because my mom and daddy told us never to physically fight each other. They wouldn't allow that at all. They wouldn't allow the boys to hit the girls, and they wouldn't let the boys. They wouldn't let us fight. We just couldn't do it. So we had to find other ways to get at each other. And we used to do some crazy shit to each other too. We used to sabotage each other. That's the way we did it. But that was our way of getting back with each other. And then you know how you and your mom and them tell you it's time for you to go to bed. Me and my sister upstairs, and we shared the same room, but we had double beds, like the two beds. I don't know if y'all know about that, but we had two single beds in one room. And for me, my sister was the junky one, right? And we had a nice long dresser. I had my perfume on one side, and deodorant, all your stuff on here, personal stuff, and she had her side. Her side was always junky and stuff. I had this neat right here. My bed made, hers not made. It was so irritating. And so one day we got in a fight about it, and mom and dad was downstairs, right? And we didn't think that they could hear us. Boy, I was so mad at her. I tried to knock the wind out of her ass. Let me see if I can get this thing off that little ticker. Yeah, I was trying to tell her. I was trying to tell her one real. I mean, because I was really irritated with her, and I was getting her so good. Man, my mom and dad came upstairs, both of them together, and they caught us tangled together, because we was getting it in. Don't you know, my mom and dad, they whipped both our asses. And that was the worst whipping I had. I said, I will never touch her again. But I was really trying to hurt her. Okay, let me see one thing about us too. Damn. Okay, yeah, yeah, no, we never called no cops or nothing like that. Any family feud or stuff like that would be handled in the family. No, nobody would do anything like that. No, shit, we had when you talking about calling the cops, we had great grandmamas and grandpas and stuff like that with him. And when the boys get to fighting, and they got to fighting, you have men in the family would grab them in that collar and jack that ass up. Especially when they get to fighting too long, like they didn't care about them fighting because that's what the guys did, right? But when they want to stop, when they say stop, when it was time to stop, that one when we get jacked up in the collar, right? It was that's why I said everybody, well, however your family is not dysfunctional if you understand it, right? If you have an understanding in your family, because everybody handle family issues differently. On my mom's side, the way they handle family issues is they would get around the table, they would get in the kitchen, and they would be right at a big long table, and they have all the elders at the table, and they will bring the issues there. And the elders would be they would be talking out, and they would have to be respectful and quiet, and the elders would try to sort it out between the parties. So it just depends on how you raised and how your shit go. You know what I mean? It just depends. One thing is bringing awareness. Another is airing your dirty laundry. People can't tell the difference. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what you mean dirty laundry. Oh yeah, but I don't know. I wouldn't say that, because when you in an argument with family or anybody else, you gonna say things and you gonna do things that's gonna hurt them. But that's your motive. That's what you're gonna do. You to expect it, right? Yeah, you're gonna do it anyway. It's like you'll call your sister a bitch. You'll say some shit that you know that they don't like. You right? I don't speak to my sister anymore. They always blame me for their actions, and I'm tired of the gaslighting. Uh-huh. You don't speak to her anymore. Well, I mean, sometimes you can't. Sometimes sometimes it's like that, right? But only thing I would suggest is, in my opinion, now that's on you. You know your sister, you know the thing. I still say, as long as you get out what what you're trying to say or what you're trying to convey, right? And they feel how they feel, okay, it is what it is. But to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and the subject or the issue haven't changed, it's still the same. You're not gonna be able to change nobody's mind or nothing, because everybody gonna do what they gonna do, right? That it's just that simple. But I think if you keep it cordial enough, wherein if something really bad go down in the family, like really go bad down in the family, with all this shit going on in the world, that you be cordial enough where you be able to make a phone call and say, look, we need a few more firearms over here. Y'all got in the bullets, y'all got in the food, y'all got you got your bunker, you straight. You're gonna need to keep it cordial. You people are gonna need to keep it cordial enough to wherein all hands will be on deck if shit go down. Because again, it ain't about you grown folks. It's about the children. It's about saving the children, right? And whether you know it or not, we've always been at war. Always, right? So why are we warring with each other within the family? See, we need to save that energy for whatever enemy that we're going to need to have to battle. And I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be sooner than y'all think. Uh, all I'm saying is keep on playing. Keep on playing instead of felling in a damn nest. I'm just saying, okay? Because I don't mean no harm. I would trust a family member. Uh, if we back to back, I would trust a family member before I would trust a stranger because they remember when and they know what the real struggle is about when it comes to our family. Yeah, the other people they can only guess, right? Yeah, and that's just like this too. It's just like this. If you had the men and women, think about this. All right, you don't have you have a child and you put it into a relationship that's not the person's daddy. Say you have a little girl and the man that's with the woman is not the daddy or nothing like that, or that woman is not it's not her child, and they're out in a swimming pool or in a lake or in a river, and the baby, your baby, is out there with her, right? And her baby out there with her. And it looks like her baby and your baby both are in distress. Who you think she gonna save first? Do you think she gonna save your baby or hers first? Who you think? She gonna try to save hers first, right? That's just what it is. That's just what it is. That's the same thing with family. And forget about them strangers with all that bullshit. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Okay. So let me do it one more time. I'm gonna bite one more time. Yeah. But I'm just saying, yeah, we gotta do better. But ain't nothing wrong with getting a little understanding. Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's all I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But don't linger there. Don't linger there. Say what you gotta say. Move on. Dismiss them or whatever. Go back and revisit it once cooler heads prevail. That's it. Don't add nobody else into your family business and shit. And don't listen to what nobody else say about your family because you know them better than anybody else. Straight up. And you're gonna need them in the end. That's what's up. Okay. Sometimes family can be toxic. You have to leave them behind. And you do you said and you do worry about so you don't keep getting hurt. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it just depends though. We y'all got to think about this. The idea is to break up family. The idea is to separate family. And a way that most families are separated is over some ignorant shit. Ignorant shit. Hurt feelings. Period. That's it. Look at Marvin Gaye. Look what his daddy did to him. That was his son. See? But all that stuff festered over the years and years and years and years and years. All the animosity, see all that stuff build up. But when you tackle stuff in the beginning, when you first start noticing an issue, then you start talking about it. If you have to cuss them out, I'll cuss them out. Or, you get an understanding because again, the definition of dysfunctional family is family which conflicts, misbehavior, poor communication skills. And that's basically what it is, poor communication skills. You have to have understanding. Yeah, for real. Yeah, but once you get to understanding and it is what it is, then it is what it is, right? But I'm saying you don't get so mad at a family member that in time of need, I'm talking about real need, I'm talking about wartime need, when you need all hands on deck to save the family and the family seeds, the little children and stuff like that. Don't get so mad at people that when it's time to save the children and real shit go down in the real life and in the real world, that you don't have all the hands on deck to protect your babies. Because I told y'all, it ain't about y'all black asses, it's about your future, which is the babies. That's it. And then your ass might need, like I said, a kidney. You might need a transplant, a heart transplant. You don't know, and it might need, you probably be the only one that match. They have bone marrows and shit like that. You never know. You never know who you might need or who hands you may fall into. It's just that simple. That's it. That's all. Okay. Now, okay. So look, anybody taking the link? That's cool. Oh yeah, I told y'all about that part. I told y'all about that part. Oh yeah, and again, have more patience with your family members and stuff too, right? Be Don't be so quick to anger. Don't be so quick to anger. Sometimes it's good to sit back and analyze stuff. You can see stuff and you can sit back and analyze stuff. You can see where things are going. Because sometimes when you're quick to anger, you might rush to judgment, right? But and at the same time, don't be provoking. Nobody's supposed to provoke something. If you know you have a problem with somebody in your family, okay, don't egg it on and push the issue on. And again, don't involve other family members because they ain't got nothing to do with that. Y'all handle that shit. That's just it. That's all. Okay, I'm going, y'all. Look, y'all have a good day, a good weekend. Oh, not weekend over with, a holiday season. He said, don't hold grudges either. No, don't hold no grudges. Not at all. Don't do that. It's not necessary. Say what you got to say and mean what you say. Don't let anybody run over you. I don't care how old they are in the family. It's ways to get your point across, right? And that uncle I'm telling y'all about, he's old too. He old too. And I could have said a whole lot about what happened. And I told my cousin, let me tell y'all this too. I didn't think it was right that my cousin did that, didn't let him come because he was older. He's older, right? And I didn't think that it was right. I didn't see where it would be a problem for him to come to the funeral. But by her not liking him, or they had problems and stuff like that, she was like, fuck it. So what was I supposed to do? I'm supposed to let her do what she do. But I didn't think that was right. Because again, he don't have much longer to live himself because he already in his 80s. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, but hey, it wasn't my business, right? And I love them both. You see what I'm saying? It's cool. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, I'm gone. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Let me see if I'm missing anybody on what y'all said, because I was talking. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just go up a little bit. But yeah, y'all ain't gonna see me on this jiggle my bob a lot anyway. It's been it's best to walk away, yeah, and keep a distance. Yeah, it is. But you know what? But what my problem is, I'm not gonna walk away until I say what I got to say. See, that's the difference. Because with me, I think I watch first, and I see which way you're moving, and I see how you're going. Then I say what, and I give you chances. Then once I give you chances, I say what I got to say to you. And depending on how you snap back is depending on how I'm gonna react at the time, not later. At the time, then I react, and then I'll tell you, you dismissed. I'm gonna love you from a distance. And what I do, no talking, no nothing. If you be in family reunions or family gatherings and all that stuff like that, I will speak to you. I will speak to you. All is well. Is it well with thee? All is well. That's it. And I speak to you out of, first of all, because everybody else is there, right? And I don't want to be the one to mess up the room, or so I make sure I greet you and everything. But that's all I'm gonna do with you. That's all I'm gonna do. It's time to go. Night, everybody. Holler at y'all later. See, it's that simple. Ain't no problem. Why mess up the whole party and stuff when everybody else is having a good time? Because you got a problem. No, I said what I said. That's it, right? And I still love you. That's it. It's just that simple. Okay. Let me see. Oh, let me go all the way up now. Okay. Hang on 1 second. Hey, Sean, how you doing, baby? Yeah, was everything cool? I hope everything good with you. Yeah. Oh, I know what I was gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all this, then I'm gonna let you go. Okay, yeah, I was over my cousin house. I was gonna tell y'all that. This is funny. Okay, so it was day before you. What day was it? It was Sunday. I want to say it was Sunday. It's one of the days. They run together for me right now. Yeah, we went over there because we was invited to dinner to her house, right? And it was my mother's sister's. daughter. So it's my first cousin on my mama's side, right? So we all there. And when I was going to her house, you know how they have the signs where it's road work and stuff like that, the streets and all that all messed up. And I was wondering why the street was so dark. It's like real, like a little dark street. Got to her house, and how about the whole cul-de-sac? Because she lived like in a big cul-de-sac with all these nice, beautiful houses, and so all of it was dark. And her son, which is my cousin too, he had um he had the his car lights on and stuff like that, so you can see to get in. But when you got inside her house, you had to walk up steps and stuff like it, downstairs, upstairs. She had candles everywhere, so it was lit enough in the house for everybody to see and stuff. So we were socializing, had a really good time and stuff over there, right? All right. Now, during this time, her mother's birthday was not a couple of days before that. And so she just wanted to have a gathering just for us to get together. So we started talking about family issues and things like that and people that has passed and all that stuff. We mentioned my brother's name, right? The one my oldest brother has passed away. We mentioned his name. We was talking about him. His daughter was there, and the mother of the daughter was there, right? They were there. And then we talked about my aunt. I told you her mom. We talked about her. And so all of a sudden I got this feeling. I was like, this is crazy. I said, I feel like my brother, I feel like he was here, right? So my cousin, my cousin's son, he looked up on YouTube or whatever his little phone and say, what does it mean when the light goes off when you having a party, right? And it says that the person that you're having a party for is present, especially if they're dead. So they were saying that my aunt was right in the center, right there with us. That's what it was saying, pretty much, right? And I was like, I believe that. Yeah, because I could feel something. So that what made them look that up, right? So we stayed there for about maybe 2.5 hours or so, right? We having a good time. We chilling. I mean, we really chilling, having a good time. And then my brother's my niece, which is my brother that passed away, his uh his daughter, she wanted to take a picture, right, of the dog. She got a cute little dog. And when she picked up her phone, it was 9/11. The number, the time on your phone she saw was 9/11. Well, 9/11 happened to be my oldest brother's birthday. So I was like, huh. So he here signifying, right? And so when it's time for us to leave, lights still off. Now we going down the steps the same way we came in. No soon as what I said to them, I said to my cousin and them, I said, y'all, I would say in 2025 it's going to be, even though it's their year, it's their year and all that kind of stuff. That's not the right year, but y'all, that's a different story. But I said the year ahead is going to be really blessed and it's going to be very prosperous for our family. I said, but what we have to do is just make sure that we continue to stay up on each other and make sure we check on each other. So they got like group chats. I'm talking about for the young ones and all that. Y'all make sure that y'all group chat every now and then with each other just to check on each other to make sure everybody's just okay. If you don't do nothing but just say, hey, what's going on? Everybody good? Everybody good. Just do that. Check in, right? So we said we was going to do that. And we were going down the steps. And so when we got down to the steps on the front porch, me, my sister, and my mom, a couple of people got on the front steps. And then finally, her daughter came on the top of the front steps, right? When she got on the porch on the top part of the steps, the whole house lit up. Every damn light came on in the house, which meant that she was leaving. The aunt was leaving too. My brother was leaving too. That happened, and I told my cousin. She probably gonna listen to this too, because she's a subscriber to my channel. I told her if you told anybody about that, they wouldn't even believe you. But we already know that the spirit moves, and it's a bigger world than the world that we live in. It's a spiritual world bigger than what we live in. And the things that we're doing to one another as family is really a bunch of bullshit. It's really not necessary, right? So we have to remember that this is small shit compared to where we are and how we're living, right? So again, if you can dismiss co-workers' attitudes and maneuver through this life with these strangers that you do not know, that is not related to you blood, and you can get along with them, you need to recheck yourself and ask yourself, why can't you figure out a way to coexist with your bloodline? Because that's what's important, the next generation. Okay, I said what I said, right? And I'm gone. Okay? I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace, everybody. Love one another. And I mean that. And don't wallow in no bullshit. Don't wallow in egg on no bullshit, right? Because what you put out, you get back. You good, baby. It's okay. My pooch opened the door. I was getting ready to end it anyway. Hey, baby, you want to say hey? Let's say hey, everybody to enter in. Let me tell you how. Ooh. Y'all, Suki opened up the door. Say hey, Suki. Tell them hey. She getting big, ain't she, y'all? Say hello. That's Suki. And I hear Penny praying, said, no kisses in the mouth. Get down. Pippin, you coming? Let mama hold you? You want to let me hold you? Want anybody to see you? Come here, baby. Let me see you. You don't want her? She don't want her. Okay. Okay, Penny don't want to do it. Suki wanted to come back. So here she go again. See my babies? These are my little, this one of them. Yeah, this is Suki right here. And she bad as shit, y'all. She bad. She keep me busy, busy, busy. Yeah. But we get ready to go, y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Y'all love each other, okay? Get down. Until the next time, y'all. Whoo, Lord, I gotta get to my babies. Have a good one, everybody. Peace, everybody. Thank you, riders. Thank everybody for coming. Don't forget to hit the like button, everybody. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And I don't know when I'm coming back, but when I do, I'm coming back with something good. As always. Love y'all. Bye now.